In this tutorial, we explore how to set up the HIPAA Claim Master and a database connection. In this video, we use Microsoft SQL Server. On top, our menu shows us different categories, and one of them is Database. If we click on this, we see Connection and Fields. When we click here, we see the screen where we can configure the database connection. HIPAAsuite software connects to any ODBC-able database. As you have your own database, we will create a database for ourselves. The first database type is Microsoft SQL Server. This is the standard mode where SQL Server manages the security and a username and password have to be entered. Later versions of SQL Server use Windows Integrated Security, where your credentials are passed on from your login to the computer. For this example, we choose Microsoft SQL Server 2012 with Integrated Security. Beforehand, I created in the SQL Management Studio a new database called HIPAAsuite. The database server is on the local machine, and I fill in the instance name /SQL Express. The database is called HIPAAsuite. We don't have to supply the username and password, because in this integrated security, your credentials are passed on. The table names are filled in with default information, but we still have to create them. So when we test the connection, we see that the connection is fine, but the tables are not found. This is no problem because the screen has a link to a new form from where we can create the tables. Then click Save Connection Information and click on Test Connection. Here we can see the table names are verified and we will see a check mark here. Now we still have to select the fields to export. At HIPAAsuite, we try to export every field that can possibly be in the EDI file. But you can choose whether you want to select all fields or click on the ones that you really need. In our case, we created all the fields, so we select All under the header, and under Detail, we select All as well. You will see the Save Field Configuration grayed out. Before we can save it, we click on Test Configuration and click OK, so now all of our fields are verified. Now we can click on Save Field Configuration. Now we are ready to take the EDI claims and save them into the database. Let's work with a sample file. So we go to File, Open Sample File. Here are two of our old samples from 2001. We click on Open, then check Data Import in the main menu. You will see that the Options screen is now deselected. This prevents that the user can interfere with the data load process. The claim type does not need to be selected. This is only an indicator. Then we click Run. And we see within a few seconds the file is imported. And we can see the processing results. This includes when the processing was run, the training partner's ID, the claim type, if this is a test or production claim, that the claim records will be imported, that 25 claims have been imported, 90 line items in the file, that it took 3.8 seconds, and the average time was 0.152 seconds. Now that these claims are in the database, we can view them. So we go back to Database in the header menu and click on Claims in Database. These claims are now in the database and we can recall them. We've selected the number of claims to 20 for this video. By using the arrows, we can go through them one at a time. By clicking on View Claim, we can view each individual claim. Out of the database, we can transform the claim into the standard claim forms. This is a hospital institutional claim, so you can see here the UBO4 form. Besides previewing, we can also edit the claim and check if the claim is HIPAA compliant. Finally, we can also create out of the claims an 837 EDI file. This concludes this video tutorial.